and welcome. Raju is a good boy, isn't he? Raju is not a good boy, is he? In the first sentence, isn't he? And in the second sentence, is he? Are called question tags. So, question tags are a shortened forms of questions. So, the first sentence is a positive statement and it has a negative question tag, whereas the second one is a negative statement and it has a positive question tag. So basically we can understand that a positive statement takes a negative question tag and a negative statement takes a positive question tag. And in this video you are going to learn what is a question tag and how many kinds of question tags are there and how to write a question tag and how to avoid making mistakes while writing a question tag. So shall we start? But before we start, if you haven't subscribed this channel, I'd be really very happy if you please click on the subscription bell like buttons and do share the video so that I can come up with many this kind of videos in the future. And if you're ready, let's start. Welcome back. Question tags are type of question forms. So why these question tags are added at the end of a statement? So to get the confirmation which is said in the statement, to get the confirmation of the statement, we add question tags. So question tags are normally two types. The first one is positive question tag. The second is negative question tag. The first positive question tag is normally used for the negative statement, which means a negative statement always takes a positive question tag. For example, you haven't done your homework. Have you? So have you is a question tag. So haven't, have not. Why negative statement? Not is there. So have not. So since the statement is negative, there is a positive question tag, that is have you. And on contrary to these positive question tags, we have negative question tags. So negative question tags are always used for positive statements, which means a positive statement always takes a negative question tag. For example, she is a good girl, isn't she? So is not she, isn't she is a negative question tag because the statement she is a good girl is a positive statement. In a similar manner, they are playing, aren't they? So aren't they negative question tag because they are playing is a positive statement. So we can easily understand that a negative statement takes a positive question tag, whereas a positive statement takes a negative question tag. And there are certain clues which help us to understand, hints which help us to understand these question tags in a better manner. There are 8 of them. Let us see them in detail. The first one is we should add a suitable pronoun according to the number, gender at the end of a question tag. So adding pronoun is very essential at the end of a question tag. Example, they haven't reached yet. Have they? Since the subject is they, we have taken this pronoun at the end of the question tag, have they. So they is a pronoun which is added according to the number. In a similar manner, Rani can't swim. Can she? She. Why she? Because Rani is a feminine gender, so that's the reason we have added she. In a similar manner, Ravi broke the glass. Did he? So Ravi is a masculine gender, that's the reason he. So we have to add a suitable pronoun at the end of a question tag according to the number, gender of the given subject. The second clue or the second hint that is very important in question tags is changing the given helping verb without making any mistake. For example, if am is given in the statement, it has to be aren't in the question tag. Example, I am studying. Question tag is aren't I, not amn't I. So aren't I, it's a special case with related to question tags. Whereas am not is given in the question tag, it is am. I am not studying. Am I? Here we should not say are I. No, am I is the right question tag for I am not studying. Are, if it is given are in the statement, it is aren't. We are playing, aren't we? If was is given in a statement, it becomes wasn't in the question tag. He was sleeping, wasn't he? If were is given in the statement, it becomes weren't. They were working, weren't they? If have is given in the statement, it becomes haven't in the question tag. They have left, haven't they? If has is given in the statement, it becomes hasn't. She has taken tea, hasn't she? If had is given in the statement, it becomes hadn't. They had arrived, hadn't they? If do is given in the statement, it becomes don't. You eat chicken, which means you do eat chicken, don't you? If does is given in the statement, it becomes doesn't. He eats chicken, doesn't he? Which means he does eat chicken, doesn't he? If did is given in the statement, it becomes didn't. We ate chicken, didn't we? Which means we did eat chicken, didn't we? If will is given in the statement, it becomes won't. I will study, won't I? If shall is given in the statement, it becomes shan't. You shall go, shan't you? If can is given in the statement, it becomes can't. We can jump, can't we? If must is given in the statement, it becomes mustn't. He must give respect, mustn't he? If need is given in the statement, it becomes needn't. They need to work, needn't they? If should is given in the statement, it becomes shouldn't. You should leave now, shouldn't you? If would is given in the statement, it becomes wouldn't in the question tag. She would come, wouldn't she? If could is given in the statement, it becomes couldn't in the question tag. They could kill a snake, couldn't they? If might is given in the statement, it becomes mightn't in the question tag. You might eat now, mightn't you? If used to is given in the statement, it becomes didn't. He used to eat chicken, didn't he? This is also special case in question tags. Used to is changed as didn't. If ought to is given in the statement, it becomes oughtn't in the question tag. We ought to go now, oughtn't we? So this is how a helping verb changes when we write it in a question tag. The third clue or hint when we write a question tag we should remember is with imperative statements. So whenever there are imperative statements, we have to write the question tag will you, won't you, can you, or can't you. So this is how we have to write the question tag. For example, open the door, won't you? So open the door is an imperative sentence. That's the reason we have written won't you. Don't open the door, will you? Help the poor, can't you? Don't waste the time, please, will you? Don't tease animals, can you? Will you? Both of them are right. So when we have imperative statements like this, we use will you, won't you, can you, can't you in the question tags. The fourth important or hint that we should remember while we write a question tag is whenever there are negative words like hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom, few, little, any, no, not, none, never. These are all the negative words. When they are used in a statement, we always should write a positive question tag for these words. For example, we seldom meet. Do we? Seldom means never. So it's a negative statement. That's the reason we have written a positive question tag. Do we? They hardly play. Do they? Next one, none came to school today. Did they? Next one, few people attended the meeting. Did they? I am not rich. Am I? So whenever negative words appear in the statements, we should write a positive question tag. The fifth hint or clue that we should remember while writing a question tag is whenever there is a pronoun like everyone, everybody, somebody, someone, none, nobody. So the question tag always ends with the pronoun they. For example, everybody has come, haven't they? And somebody gave money, didn't they? And the next one, everyone laughs at him, don't they? So this is how whenever we have everyone, everybody, somebody, someone, none, nobody, we always use the pronoun they in the question tag. The sixth clue or point that we should remember while writing a question tag is if statement begins with let's or let, there should be a positive question tag. We should write a positive question tag. For example, let's go to movie, shall we? Let's play football, shall we? Let's look at two other examples. Let me serve you, shall I? Let me congratulate you, shall I? So this is how when let's or let is used in the statement, there should be a positive question tag for these statements. The seventh point or hint that we should remember while writing a question tag is have, has, had plus verb 3. So whenever they are used as helping verbs, the question tag takes have, has, had. Whereas whenever have, has, had are used as main verbs, we should use do, does, did in the question tag. There's no confusion. Let's see in the examples. For example, he has bought a car, hasn't he? So has bought, has is used in this sentence as a helping verb. Main verb is bought. So that's the reason we have used has in the question tag. That's the reason we have written hasn't he. If you take the next sentence, he has a car, doesn't he? So has here in this sentence is used as a main verb. That's the reason we should not take this in the question tag. We should take another helping verb, that is does. So that's the reason we have written doesn't he. So when there is have as a main verb, we should write do. When has as a main verb, we should write does. When had as a main verb, we should write did in the question tag. For example, the boy had taken my car, hadn't he? Because had is used as a helping verb in this sentence. That's the reason we have written this in the question tag. Whereas in the next sentence, the boy had my car, didn't he? So here had is a main verb. That's the reason we have written didn't he. So whenever have, has, had used as a helping verb in the statement, we should write them in the question tag also. Whereas when they are used as a main verbs, we should write do, does, did accordingly in the question tag. That is very, very crucial. The eighth clue that we should remember while we write a question tag is if there are no helping verbs in the statements, which means if there are only main verbs in the statements, how we should write. If there is only verb 1, we should write do or does in the question tag. If there is verb 2, we should write did in the question tag. Let's see in the example. We work hard, don't we? Work is verb 1. That's the reason we have taken don't we. Why don't? Because we is a plural pronoun. The next sentence is he works hard, doesn't he? So works is a verb 1. Why doesn't he? Because he is a third person singular. That's the reason we have taken doesn't. In a similar manner, he worked hard, didn't he? Worked is a verb 2. That's the reason we have taken did in the question tag. So this is how we have to write if there are no helping verbs in the statements. So I hope you have understood what is a question tag and how to write a question tag for a negative and a positive statement, and what are the clues, hints that help us to write question tags correctly. The most important thing is there should be a question mark at the end of a question tag. That is very, very crucial. And if you really like this video, don't forget to click on the subscription bell like buttons and do share the video so that I will come up with many this kind of videos in the future. Thank you very much for watching the entire video.